Good afternoon and welcome to this channel again. Today I want us to discuss something that came up yesterday after I discussed on how to create a roadmap to your financial freedom. Someone was concerned to know on how to know the best business to invest in, and according to the experience I have and the interactions that I've made around, and according to my analysis of the most successful businesses, I think I'll attempt to answer to that kind of a question. First of all, before I even start, I will let anyone that is listening to me to understand that the sources of business capital are many, and whenever you have an idea to start a business, capital should never be a limitation that hinders you from starting a particular business in your area of interest. So first, I'll start by saying that in the next video, I'll produce a more concrete video where I will explain to you how to generate business capital to finance your startup. Where are the sources? How do you go about it so that you raise that kind of money that you may want to start your business? So I will also produce another video where I will be guiding you on how to monitor your businesses, how to maximize your profits, and how to cover up for your losses, and how to evaluate your business to know whether it's profitable or not, and what are areas that you can adjust so that it works out for the best. So for today, I want us to discuss on coming up with a business idea, and how do you know where, when, and who are your target customers. First of all, I'll say that I advise people to invest in the areas of profession. So if you are a teacher, look at what is it that you can do around education department. If you are an engineer, assuming you are a civil engineer, think about what you can do around engineering. And if you are a doctor, think about something you can do around hospital and whatever treatment setup. For today, I'll give an example for each of maybe the some of the professions that I've mentioned, and I'm mentioning the kind of professions because most of the people that are reaching out to me, following the conversation that we had yesterday, are majority of professionals, people that are either working, they are salaried, or they are people who have maybe completed their studies in their respective areas of professions, but they're interested in starting a business. So first of all, the rule of business requires that you understand the supply and demand, where you have to look at if you're interested to start a business, think of where you are likely to get the materials and the products for your business. Then you have to look at demand for the products that you want to sell. Who are the consumers? Understand the nature of market. So I'll give an example with an engineer who is doing civil engineering. You would want to understand the kind of materials that you want to supply to people, where is the best place for your business, how fast are the goods moving. First, also understand how to create the external linkages. Assuming you are working for an engineering firm that does construction, and you are tendering also with institutions and other companies that would want your expertise and services, create an external linkage with them so that they are able to consume materials from your business. Then, if you are a teacher, assuming now you want to start a business, I would advise someone that is in teaching profession to think of, for instance, starting a bookshop. So understand the nature of consumption for books and etc. You have a network of teachers. Ensure that you establish a wide network of teachers. Know them better. Market your products to them. State a physical shop where they can get the materials, and ensure that you understand what is it that the education department needs of you. If you are a doctor and you are practicing medicine, and or rather you are in the health sector, understand what is it that you need to provide as a demand to your clients. Understand if you are working in an hospital where you find that they don't have maybe X-ray machines and CT scans, you can maybe think of opening such a center in the next to your hospital or workplace. If you want to go further, you can think of maybe your pharmacist. You would want to open a chemist shop around the market or in another market that will maybe act as your side hustle. You would also would want to start a dispensary where you maybe you'll have to look for personnel to work in that kind of an hospital setup where whereas you are doing your job at another hospital department. In doing all this, you have to understand one thing based on the physical positioning of your business. You have to understand the population of that market, understand who are the consumers of your goods. For instance, you would want to go to a market that you understand its growth. How dynamic is the market? How is the growth of that particular market? So look at the institutions that are around that market. Look at the people that are most likely to consume your goods. Strategic position also of your business matters a lot. Look at where you want to position your business. Some business will do well in the outskirts of the market, whereas other markets you need to place them strategically where everyone can see them, maybe within the central business district of that particular market. The other thing that you should understand is that you have to look at business where you are likely to get customers. So start a business idea that you understand very well. You know that you are likely to get customers, and how do you maybe get to know whether you are likely to get customers? Look at that market. Do a market surveillance where you look at what other businesses are within the market, who is doing a common business with you, who is running a business just like yours. Look at the strengths of that business. Some you will find they are selling the same products, but one business is doing better than the other business. So ask yourself, what is it that the person that whose business is doing well is doing that others are not doing? And for you to ensure that you match that competition, ensure that you also include creativity to your business by looking out for things that you can do differently and that would outshine their businesses. So look at what is it that they are doing, what is it that they are not doing. For instance, you might find a business that's doing very well, but they are not offering after sales services. So for you, go an extra mile so that your business catches up with the competition and does better. Ensure that your business is maybe offering after sales services. Then you have to also look at how they handle their customers, understand how to deal to create a cordial relationship with your customers so that they are likely to return to your business after you have offered them service and goods that they come to get from your market. I mean, from your business. Also, you have to understand the legal parameters that are most likely to affect your business. And in doing this, before you establish a business, look at the legal requirements that you need to meet for your business. What are the limitations in line with those legal limitations? so that you don't start a business, then afterwards someone else is on your neck, trying to shut down your business, or rather you can find yourself landing into problems, legal procedures that will maybe exhaust your resources for your business. Also, consider the kind of capital that you are putting into your business. I've seen instances where people want to establish business, and when they start, they have enough capital, but some goes to establishing the business where you acquire furniture, materials, and etc. Then you, at the end of the day, you come to realize that you are short of operational cost. So budget your business well, get enough capital so that you establish business. uh, as you start, it runs immediately so that you don't experience back lapses in your business. So that is it for today. I would like to get your feedback on what you think about this conversation. What are more inputs that we can add to this conversation to make it as real as possible? And what are areas that you think we can also discuss further? Where can I share more insights? Please feel free to reach out. Thank you for those that have been coming to my inbox with words of encouragement, with words of